I'm excited because we are live. Hey guys, welcome back.
Live.
We are live. Not live. I'm recording. Hey guys, so in today's video, I have my professional friend here. She's going to just be giving us tips on job hunting, especially for people in finance industry. She's going to give us tips and tricks for how she landed her dream job that gave her a sponsorship visa and all of that. So if you're job hunting in the UK or you want tips and tricks on how to get a new job, even if you have a current job and you want to change jobs, this is the video for you. I'm not going to do a lot of talking because Gabby is going to do a lot. I'm just going to be asking questions. So Gabby, can we get to meet you, please?
This is recorded, right? Because
It is.
you're not going to do a lot of talking. It's me.
No, it's you. You're the guest here. You're the guest here.
What
So
I do.
let's get to meet you.
It's incredible what I do for accommodation.
Oh my god.
Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing this.
You will do it. Wherever it is. Even if we're in a different country, you'll be doing this.
Only because I love you.
Of course. Thank you. Rasbutas. Rasbutas.
Hi guys, my name is Gabriela. I am from Guatemala, so you better put
The flag.
the flag and
Video
the
editor, make sure you put Guatemala flag.
because every time I say I am from Guatemala, 95% of the times I get like, what?
Well, that's all those people are not huge.
The thing is, I'm from Latin America. I ended up in this country because I came to study finance, the same uni as her.
That's when she met me, the love of her life. Okay.
Okay, we lived together and we became friends.
We lived in the same hostel accommodation.
Yeah.
In the same flat.
Yeah.
What did you study?
Finance.
Masters in finance.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to get a job after studies?
We finished in January. I was the January intake. I think it was the first time the uni did that. So I finished January next year. I started my work in June.
Oh, so
Mid-June.
so within 6 months.
But I have to be honest. I escaped the UK's winter for a few months. So I went back from December to February. And I came back just with the whole purpose of finding a job.
You came
So-
back in February.
Yeah.
So after studies, you finished in January and you traveled home and you came back late or early February.
Yes.
And then that means you were job hunting March, April, May, and you got
Yeah.
a job in June.
Yeah.
So 3 months of active job hunting.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of did some job hunting before leaving to Guatemala, but I guess I wasn't as involved and into it as when I came back because I didn't have anything to do when I came back. I
So
was
you
in
just
the
have to look for a job.
exactly. What other thing you can do?
So within the space of 3 months, can you give an idea how many jobs you applied for? Was it like 10,
only
20,
record-
50, 100?
The only record I have is it's from LinkedIn, and it's because that thing tracks you, obviously.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think it was over 150 job applications.
Just on LinkedIn.
Only there. A part is Indeed, yes.
Google Jobs,
Google Jobs, yes. Total Jobs.
Total Jobs.
Like 3-4 more because I still receive emails from those guys. Finding a job is another full-time job, so you need to be ready for that. I mean, it takes a lot out of you. It drains you, but it pays.
It
It
pays.
pays out.
What is your current job title? We don't even know. Tell us.
Yeah. I am a credit risk analyst.
Credit risk analyst.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Well, for my company,
Mhm.
they have very specific services. Let's call it like that. So it's a very niche and bespoke kind of job. Kind of. I analyze the credit risk of my clients, and we build products for them.
For them. Okay. So what would you say are the skills that you're using in your current job? If
Which sense?
like for instance, if I want to be a credit risk analyst, what are the core 5 skills that I need?
Analytical thinking.
Analytical thinking.
Trust your gut. I mean,
Because of course.
I don't know if that's a skill, but
I think that's a skill. It's called discernment. It's called discernment. And you need it in every situation.
Yeah.
So analytical skills,
People
discernment,
skills.
people. What does people skills mean?
I think I am coming from a place where I am Latin, and working with British people is different. So you need to navigate different cultures. Obviously, English is not my native language. Understanding the jokes, understanding the work
Should we
environment.
talk about that? We're going to do another video with Gabriela talking about the do's and don'ts in the work environment. This video is part 1, and I'm very much looking forward to that part, Gabby, because both of us work in 2 different industries, and it's going to be so much fun. I work in the public sector, she works in the private sector, and okay, let's continue. So you've given us 3 skills: analytical skills, people skills, discretion, and
Yeah, that's very important. I think you need to be very careful with the information you share.
confidentiality.
Yeah,
provisions.
how you deal with it.
What about technical skills? Because these are soft skills you're giving us.
This is my experience. I think for me, it has been more about learning and being willing to learn.
Mhm.
And technical skills, that's something you can learn.
So
Let's be
what
honest.
technical skills do you use on a daily basis in your job?
A lot of research, a lot of reading, a lot of proactive thinking. I mean, you need to be looking for the information because at least in my industry, everything changes like this, like this, like this.
So you
like
need
this,
to be on
like
top
this,
of the
like this.
news.
So also new products, maybe you need to adapt.
Okay.
Poof, I don't know.
But you do financial analysis.
Yeah, I go deeper on the companies or the individual in the sense that they can they buy our products? Can they pay us
Can they
back?
afford it?
Can
Due
they
diligence.
afford the risk? Can they, has something changed from one year to another? So now we are taking more risk on the client, or I don't know.
Yeah.
It depends. It depends.
Okay, so let's go back now to the job application. You applied for more than, let's just even say more than 200 jobs, because if LinkedIn alone
Easily.
was
Easily.
150, then it means by the time you add every other platform, it was a lot. Now, with all those job applications that you made, what is the single thing that you think, maybe not single, but what are the things you did that you think got you shortlisted for interview? Do you remember how many interviews you got?
I have no idea, but I would like to say that less than 15% of all the job applications I did.
Okay.
Also, attention to detail in the sense that obviously I did a lot of applications, and at the beginning my CV wasn't attracting anything. I was like, okay, what is going on? What am I doing wrong? Then asking people, change this, please do this, please do that, and it's incredible, but it changes from industry to industry.
Absolutely.
So what might work for her doesn't work for me. So also, even with the big companies, it's different. You need to kind of trick your CV a bit, and obviously you need to have this general CV, and then you will see the job that you want, and you will fit it to that. Then something very, very important is have this general CV, and that's the one that if you see one role that, okay, I'm going to do this, but I'm not that into it, you just send that, because believe me, if you change your CV every time, it's impossible. Over 200 changes. No. That's not how it is. The idea is that you send your CV, send it, so it will start rolling. And actually, that's how I believe I got this job, because I was contacted by a recruiter. And I don't remember applying specifically for this job, but everything came through the recruiter board.
So that means you must have uploaded your CVs in this job boards, created a profile, uploaded your CV, and probably used keywords that made the recruiter find your profile to contact you.
Yeah.
Nice. So what is the thing that you think people looking for jobs in finance, finance industry is the highest paying industry in the world? That I know. The job pays higher than every other industry because the world revolves around finances. So people, if my friend is rich, I know my friend is rich.
I'm not rich yet.
Tell them, what is your CV like? I have never seen a CV of someone in finance. Gabby, you should have shown me your CV so I know if I should switch industry.
That's how you can tell that she forced me to do this, because she didn't do her prep for this.
What do you think these recruiters are looking for, or companies are looking for in their applicants?
Every single interview I took was like, look, I'm here to learn. I'm not here to brag anything, because I am aware that there's a lot that I don't know. I come from a country where the finance industry is not
as developed.
Exactly. So my whole motor to move into the UK was always to learn. And I got into final rounds only because of that, and maybe because of small issues I didn't get the jobs or those specific ones. But in the end, I got this one, and I've been learning so much in the whole sense of the word. In not only technical skills,
but soft skills.
Yeah, people skills.
People skills very important, because I know how people drive you crazy at work. But you have to learn to deal with all of that.
Yeah, I mean, I think life forces you, and your job forces you, and especially if you want to grow in your career, you need skills. Yeah, you need technical, you need people skills, you need to understand what you're doing, and at the same time you need to understand what others people are trying to tell you, because doesn't matter how brilliant you are in one specific thing, if you are not able to learn to adapt to change, then it's going to be harder.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Gabby. For people who are looking for jobs in your industry, in finance, what advice do you have for them? What would you advise them to do?
I think the same. I mean, if you have the clear vision of which job or role you want, focus on that, Your CV, you need to tailor to it. Your cover letter, tailor it to it. Whatever. Don't waste too much time in the small ones. Make sure your CV is rolling around. If you see that you are not getting interviews, take a break. Take a break, because this is the whole process. I remember. I haven't been there in 3 years, but I remember back then how draining, how it was tough. It was tough.
It's mentally draining looking for a job.
Yeah. And take your breaks, recharge, and keep going. Tweak your CV, and once you start seeing the results, you keep going. But you need to keep moving.
Yeah. So that means the more application you throw out there, the better
That's
chances.
what works for me.
So when you finished school, what kind of jobs did you want? Like, what kind of jobs were you applying to? No, not the point where you got to and then you were like, I'm just going to apply for anything. What was your ideal job that you wanted to apply for?
As I said before, Guatemala doesn't have a finance industry that is super big, and I could learn something. Wow. So that was always my motto. Anything finance related to the markets, I'm happy with that. And especially this country has so many options. So for me, it was like, okay, this is new. I haven't done that. Which basically has been everything. I have experience with with fixed income and some stocks and things like that. So I knew that I wanted to move a little bit away from that, but I was sure that I wanted other fields. Right now I am with OTC market and derivatives and options and all of that, which is another story. But yeah, I was sure that I wanted something different, something with markets, and that's it. And I started applying to all those kind of things, getting interviews.
And I think there's a lot of, like you said, there's a lot of opportunities in the finance industry in the UK. So take advantage of that. It's not really about the job title. It's usually the job description. Sometimes some people will see the job title and think, oh, I'm not qualified for this. But when you actually read the job description, you'll be like, at least, even if I don't know 100% of this, I have an idea and I can learn and improve on this. What was your role in Guatemala when you were working?
Investment analyst.
You were an investment analyst. And then would you say that having to study a master's degree in finance here and then getting your job as a credit risk analyst, right? Like, do you think your master's degree helped you with your job? That's literally what I want to ask you right now. Could you have done this job without getting that master's? I understand the fact that coming to do a master's degree is majorly what gave you access to this role. But do you think that the skills you had, your work skills, the skills you had in your former job experiences was sufficient for this new job?
That's a good one. That's a mistake on my part. At the beginning, I thought, oh, Guatemala doesn't have the experience of this, blah, blah, blah. But in the end, I learned a lot of them. I learned a lot from them. And I think from countries like mine, we tend to see US, the UK, and big countries with big developed industries like, wow. And in the end, I realized that they are like us.
It's just the same.
They're just the same, with the same problems, with the same issues. Yes, they have some advantages. For example, right now I'm learning something that I cannot find in Guatemala. So that's why I was like, I want to do this. So yeah, overall, yes, it was worth it. I am living my dream. I am enjoying it. I am learning. But at the same time, it was like a cold shower, if we see it like that, like, oh, we weren't that bad. We are not that bad.
We are not that bad.
Yeah.
And the skills you had previously, you could still use them now.
Yeah, actually, I love my 2 previous bosses. They were absolutely amazing with me. They taught me a lot, and I am still in touch with them. And sometimes when we talk about markets or whatever, it's like, oh wow, we are on the right path. I mean,
so would you say that in the job interviews they considered your Guatemala experience?
Probably, because I noticed, at least for me, because I wasn't a graduate, I knew that I wasn't going to apply for graduate schemes from the beginning. I was aware that I didn't have the experience here, but at the same time, I do have experience.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm not willing to take a
lower,
a step back. Yeah. So I was like, this is what I have in mind. This is what I'm going to do. And that's what I did. So
you need audacity, tenacity.
Yes.
Confidence.
That's something that I'm still learning. Sometimes I put myself a little bit down, and you shouldn't do that. I'm not saying, please, hate yourself like you are the best, you're going to solve all the problems in the country, because no. What I'm saying is, show them that you know. Show them that you are willing to share what you know, but you're also willing to learn.
Receive, learn.
Because anyways, you will learn a lot.
Give us one interview tip to wrap up this video. Give us one interview tip. Oh, Gabby, I just have an interview in relation to a financial role. What is that thing that you need to tell me to ace this interview based on your experience only?
Ask questions. if that's the role that you want. Ask them. You're allowed to ask, okay, we'll start doing this. Can I learn to do this? How easy is in the company to ask to others to tell me what they do?
Mm-hmm.
Because for me, it's been very helpful that I'm in a company where I do not only do my job, I am able to go and ask my colleagues, what do you do? How do you do it? And that has helped so much into my role. And I have developed other skills that probably alone or only in my role, I wasn't going to be able to. So from the moment one, you can see what kind of company you're getting into. At least for me, it has always been important to be in a company with a good culture, where I am able to be myself, maybe not fool myself, because otherwise that's too much, but I am able to ask and I am able to grow.
Thank you so much, Gabby. This was nice. In fact, I think I want to be applying for jobs in the financial industry because you said I don't need mathematics and accounting skills. So
I do maths.
You do maths, but you did not say that I needed it before. So I need maths. Okay, I'm going to stick to my law, please. Sorry. I'll stick to my legal career.
I mean, the thing is that it's not only about 2 + 2 4. No.
Whatever that means.
Why? I mean, I don't know how can I explain to her.
I will not understand even if you try to explain. No problem. Thank you so much, Gabby. Please tell them to subscribe to the channel and drop any questions they have in the chat box. Tell them to subscribe, Gabby. Tell them to subscribe.
Yeah, otherwise I won't get fed.
Say subscribe.
Kicked out of this.
Like this.
Please subscribe.
Subscribe. Like this video.
Yes.
And share.
And share.
Share.
Share the content.
Okay, guys. Thank you so much. Make sure you appreciate Gabby in the comment section, and all the best in your job search. Bye, guys. Gabby, bye. Bye.